If you deny me on earth, will you deny you know me in heaven? Martin Luther King been dead for 50 years, and we need leadership in this country. You feel me? Like I said, I've been to the mountaintop. I'm on the downside of my mountain. I'm in the valley of the death. You feel me? You need to get Sam Cunningham involved. Sam Cunningham. I made it. I'm here. I'm in Zion. Do not make another purchase without going to beapproval.com. Take on America. Take a good look at this. All right. I was on Take on America. I was on this program about a month ago, and one of the individuals that was on the program got shot in Baltimore. My spot in the program was about mass incarceration in the prison industry. It was about racism in the courts. Take on America. It's about keeping the dream alive. If Martin was here, what would he do about mass incarceration? What would he do about the illegal war on drugs? You feel me? I just picked up the baton. Feel me? That's all. When I started this in 2006, it was a fight because we got to fight for our freedom. All right. I had my crown on. All right. And I still got my crown. And I'm going to show you the video when I started this. I picked the fight with the chief of police. I picked the fight with the governor, the mayor, because we got to fight our politicians for our freedom, man. Y'all create this illegal war on drugs and the violence that's going on in our communities, the murder and the death and the killings. That's y'all's creation. We just trying to live. I'm a product of that. I sold drugs. I did the killing. I did the murders. And when I wanted to stop, I wanted to stop. If you want to stop the murder and the death, you got to show them something, a reason. You got to give them something in return. I'm not going to quit a multi-million-dollar business and not have nothing. You feel me? So I'm not going to stop selling drugs. Y'all made it like that. When you had the war on alcohol, you had prohibition and you was killing little white kids. You was shooting kids. You was shooting parents. You was shooting up. You had the St. Valentine's Day massacre. You had that shit from Chicago. You feel me? But when y'all got tired of killing kids and when they started affecting y'all's kids, y'all stopped the war on alcohol. And you created the war on drugs. The war on drugs ain't nothing but a way to keep the black community enslaved and impoverished. All right? I'm here in Waukegan, Illinois, Zion, Illinois, Lake County, Illinois, because I want a trial. I want my lawyer to petition the court to give me a trial for my incarceration in 2007. Either give me a trial or write a writ of certiorari for that illegal incarceration. That's what I'm here for. You feel me? Nothing more, nothing less. And I'm shooting my backdrop for my movie Letters to Zion. If Rob ain't gonna sit there and put nothing out, I'm gonna promote my own movie. If Rob ain't gonna sit here and give y'all no updates, I'm gonna update you. If Rob don't want to put no skin in the game, I'm gonna put the skin in the game. I got a vested interest in this. My mother and my son. I made a promise and I keep my word. And I'm a whole lot of other people to their word too. When I make my word, I give you my word, it means something. So when you give me your word, it's gonna mean something. If it don't, I'm cutting y'all loose in 2019. If you give me your word and you don't keep it moving, for real. Back to Shorty, minus the guns and the drugs. My mentality is going back to that old, I guess y'all call it savage. That savage Shorty? Yeah, I'm going back to the savage Shorty. I'm going to be savage in these courts and in these streets. So here we have Matt Baker. I called Karen Levy today. Y'all keep giving me the answer machine. So when I'm going to come tomorrow morning, I'm going to put that toilet, because like I said, it's a movie about the courts. I put that toilet in front of the courts when Rob came here in 2007. We put the toilet in front of the county court, and I had my finger in the sheriff's face. It goes, Moses part of the Red Sea, Shorty part of some rednecks. And I did part some rednecks. I shocked the sheriff and I pissed off his deputy. For real. Y'all seen the picture. I'm going to go up there tomorrow, and if Karen Levy and Bailey don't give me my answer, then I'm going to take that information and we're going to go to the Supreme Court on that case. I'm going to get to the Supreme Court on the illegal incarceration in Maryland, the illegal incarceration in Illinois, and destroying my property and my evidence. I'm in a good position, and I'm going to use the courts to do it. You use the courts to disrespect me. You use the courts to drag me through the mud and had people talking about Shorty crazy, Shorty this, Shorty that. Shorty is far from crazy, cuz. You got my history, and now my history going to be put on film. We're going to talk about the war on drugs. We're going to talk about mass incarceration. We're going to talk about racism in your courts. We're going to talk about Lake County because it's Snake County. We're going to talk about Jeremy Stemmick. And Jeremy Stemmick and me went to court on the same day. The same day I got locked up, December the 24th, Jeremy Stemmick went to jail. Me and Jimmy Stemmick was in the bullpen together. We was locked up together. We walked in together and we walked out together. Jeremy lawyer paid off one of the judges $40,000 in Waukegan, Illinois. He paid him off. I got it in my diary. I got a lot of people's cases in my diary pertaining to the corruption in your courts. Michael Alport paid off his case, and he committed the bomb threat. The names in the diary, the paperwork I got, my diary from the Lake County jail matches the log book in the Baltimore, in the Lake County jail. Their log book matches my diary because I wrote everything that was going on in the jail. It coexisted with each other. You feel me? The times that you shook my cell down to try to get my diary, I mailed it out to myself in Illinois. I mailed the Illinois diary to Maryland while I was locked up so y'all couldn't take it and destroy it. I got that whole diary, and I got two diaries that show that the state's attorney and the public defender works together through coercion and collusion to incarcerate blacks, Hispanics, and poor whites. You want to end the violence, end the war on drugs. President Obama asked for an investigation in 2008. I'm the subject to an investigation, and nobody did the investigation. So I did my own. Letter's design was like a cover story for my investigation. It kept you from beating my ass, pulling that trigger and blowing my head off. The live feeds really keep you from doing it, because, dog, if you put your hands on me, y'all know y'all going to have a problem. I don't need 1 million people to march like Malcolm and Martin. I need 1 million people to pay attention. I need people part of my underground, and I got a lot of people part of my underground. So like I said, tomorrow morning, I'm going to get me a little sleep. You know, I'm an insomniac. Now, like I said, I'm keeping this live. We're going to do updates like Doogie House. Every time I do something, I'm coming on live Facebook, and then I'm going to go on live Twitter, and I'm going to show you and tell you what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to go do it. When I get back to Baltimore, I'm going to see Johnny Oleski, and me and Johnny Oleski are going to have a talk about the Department of Justice coming to Baltimore County. We're going to talk about the development and the money that was paid off to these developers, paid off to these county councilmen. Yeah, I'm a caterer. Y'all paid off a lot of developers, paid off to get the development. You ain't got no black development in Baltimore County. You excluded me from the growth in Baltimore County, and then you incarcerated me to keep me shut up. No, I've been in jail, worked for David Irwin. I work for the judges, the lawyers, the politicians that created the corruption in Baltimore County. That's why you locked me up. You should have left me alone. You should have left me alone and let me have my store on Falls Road, let me have my piece of the pie. Never bite the hand that feeds you, dog. And I fed over 1 million people in the 20 years that I've been in business. I fed the homeless, I fed the police, I fed the politicians, I fed everybody in Baltimore. You're going to pay me what you owe me, and I'm going to do it in court. I'm going to drag you through the mud just the way you drag me through the mud. Alan Locks, Rod Rosenstein. Alan Locks and Rod Rosenstein had this information before they became the Department of Justice assistant for the country. You feel me? Rod Rosenstein know me. Alan Locks know me. You feel me? Patrick Fitzgerald knows me. Those are Department of Justice entities. Robert Davis knows me. I recorded the phone calls. And I videotaped the times when I went to the office. Now, at this present time, as we speak, Robert Harding of the Department of Justice in Baltimore has a dossier on me, right? He has my whistleblower's application. So in case something happened to me while I'm here in Maryland, in Baltimore, while I'm in Illinois, if y'all lock me up, go directly to Mr. Robert Hardy. He has a file. If you lock me up, you're locking up a whistleblower. If you put your hands on me, you're putting your hands on a whistleblower. I got whistleblower protections, and I'm claiming them here on Facebook, YouTube, social media. Y'all gonna stop threatening me and put guns in my head. When you put your hands on me, make sure that you got a fucking lawyer. Make sure that you call the Department of Justice as soon as you touch me. Call Alan Locks, Rod Rosenstein, call Robert Harding, call Judge Bennett, federal court in Baltimore federal court. Call them. My paperwork in their office right now as we speak, because I didn't come back here unprotected. If I fall down and scrape my knee, call them. You feel me? So when I go to Karen Levy's office tomorrow, call the police, call them. Call them. When you call the police, call the Department of Justice, because I want everybody in the same room. We're going to settle this year. We're going to finish this year. We're going to end it. 2019, I'm done with it. I'm cutting all ties, all this shit. We're going to end the letters to Zion, and we're going to end this court shit. If not, dog, my end game is the Supreme Court. I was locked up with Benny Starks. I was locked up with Rivera. Benny Starks and Juan Rivera just got cleared. You're going to clear me too. In that 1986 case, when I shot up the town, I walked from 822 Wadsworth to Jesus' Name, and that's where y'all stopped me at. All right. By law, federal law, state law, the statute of limitations say that if you don't retry me for that case, I'm innocent of all of them charges. So everything that you charged me with in 1986, I'm innocent. Statute of limitations. Now, I came to town in 2007 to file a class action lawsuit and to file charges against Bobby Thompson for attempted murder. There ain't no statute of limitation for attempted murder. That man tried to kill me. You feel me? That was my catch-22. Bobby Thompson was the mayor of North Chicago. I was sleeping with his daughter, Karen Thompson. She was pregnant, got pregnant. I was in the Navy. We was young and dumb. That was my first child. Ask them. They had an abortion. I was engaged to another woman, getting married, and had another child on the way. My other son, Jake Davis, my oldest son. That was that 17-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Me and Karen been dating for years. I joined the Navy, I was still dating Karen. And then we broke up. But when September of 78, I came home on leave, and Bobby Thompson, Karen and me slipped off. Karen snuck out the house. We spent the night together. I overslept. I got her back to the house. Bobby Thompson jumped out the car, slapped the shit out of Karen. I jumped out the car, and he pulled a 38 and he started shooting at me. That's a murder. All right? That's what I held over y'all. There ain't no statute of limitation on attempted murder. So we're going to file them charges. You're going to do the process of equal protection. And you're not going to keep threatening me every time I come to town. I live here. My people here. I got family here. I got kids here. I still got family here. I don't run from nobody. Not in Illinois, and I don't run from nobody in Baltimore. Keep these live feeds going to make sure I stay alive. I do my shit for a reason. There's a method to my madness. Today, Tell the Truth Tuesday. Ivan Bates. Y'all got y'all's DMV radio? Dog, move over. Baltimore Block is getting ready to come on the block. We live feeding and telling the truth about everything. We're going to get rid of these corrupt politicians. Straight up. 2020, we're going to start having ex-felons run for office. We got a right to vote. Start taking control of the narrative. Mainstream media. Nah. Baltimore Sun, I see you in the streets, I'm shutting you down. Y'all can sit here and say that it doesn't concern you. Yes, it does, because y'all lied on me. Y'all lied on me on Waukegan News Sun. Y'all charged me with a bomb threat January 31st, 2007. Y'all charged me with a bomb threat December 24th, 2007. You charged me with a bomb threat. February 2nd, 2011. Dog, if I did all this blowing up shit, how come you ain't found no nitroglycerin and no bombs and no bangs and no booms? All you found was fucking toilets. Y'all mad because I shitted on you. You mad because I wrote them letters designed. You mad because I know the law. Y'all mad because I'm country dumb, but I'm city slick, dog. I'm Waukegan's worst and I'm Baltimore's best. He taught me how to do this. Y'all murdered Martin Luther King, I was throwing rocks at the police. When y'all murdered Fred Hampton in Chicago, I was throwing rocks at police. I've been politically active all my life. You feel me? So this is a follow-up to Take on America. All right? Take this to America. End the war on drugs. You want to end the violence like you ended the violence in Prohibition. Invest that money back in the community. I got a lot more to say. So keep tuned to Shorty TV, Baltimore Block TV, live, living colors. Show you what the courts do, how they deny you access and due process. That's what being black in America is. That's what being black in America is. Denial of due process. It's Jim Crow justice. It's Dred Scott. They told you blacks have no rights and we don't. We came here as property and we still treated as property. We traded the penitentiary for the plantation cotton for cocaine and we still a cash crop. Free labor. You worry about the people making Nikes? Look at the people making your desk. Look at the people making your vest. They right here in your prison industry. Menard, Pontiac, Lincoln, Catonsville, Jacksonville. How many prisons y'all got here in Illinois? Y'all got more prisons than y'all got schoolhouses. The Cradle prison pipeline in Illinois and in Maryland is atrocious. That's why you don't care about the war on drugs, because it's killing niggas. And you get to write more laws to lock up more niggas. This nigga ain't that one. I'm a highly intelligent one. I told you in '86 about this shit. Y'all 40 years behind me. And put your life in his hand. He will deliver you, amen. He will lift you up out of the pit. You heard the story of Job. You heard the story of Samson. You heard the story of Moses. Yeah, let's do Moses. Moses, the Israelites was in Egypt for 400 years. Y'all give us the Bible story every year. Give us that Passover every year. You know what I'm saying? You give us the suffrage of the Jews and the Jews and the Jews. Well, dog, Indians in America and blacks in America have been suffering too. So if you let the Jews go, when you gonna let us go? Way down in Egypt land, tell old Pharaoh to let my people go. Well, the only way that you're gonna let our people go is if we attack the courts. The only way that you're gonna let our people go if we ask. I'm not looking for reparations. I'm looking for due process and equal representation. I don't want reparations. I want equal rights and due process. I want access to the courts. Give me access to the courts, I won't need reparations. You feel me? Because I know how to work the courts. Chief Justice Roberts got this when I started this, because I started this as a scientific experiment. And I told Chief Justice Roberts it was a scientific experiment. And under Article 3 of the Constitution, I can approach the Supreme Court because this is a case of merit. It's a case of merit. By meaning a case of merit means it's meritorious. It has a standing in the court, just like Dred Scott. That was a case of merit. Well, we're going to readdress Dred Scott because I'm going to put Dred Scott on trial. Does Dred Scott exist now? Do blacks have rights in America? I'm going to show all the police brutality since Dred Scott. I'm going to show Emmett Till. I'm going to show Martin Luther King. I'm showing about being black in America, and we're going to take it to your white court, your ivory tower. The same way that you killing Palestinians in the Gaza Strip is how you killing blacks over here in America. The same way that you militarization over there in Israel, you militarization in the black community. And that shit need to stop. Y'all got mad because I was smart enough to figure out how to do it. Dog, I did this with no money. I don't need $1 million. I need 1 million people. Because if I got 1 million people, they can do what I need. You feel me? So in 2019, if Rob Fix don't get Letters Design off the ground and start promoting it a little bit better to my satisfaction, then 2019, I need some editors. I need some people that got skin in the game that want to make this movie happen. Because we want to sell this to create money to benefit the community. This ain't to benefit me. I can benefit me. The movie gonna benefit the community, physically and mentally, and it's gonna heal the community. It's gonna hold America accountable. Y'all use this for the Arab Spring, the Arab uprising, social media. So I'm gonna use social media for a black uprising. I'm gonna use social media, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and MySpace. We're gonna use it all, y'all. Even gonna liken it a little bit. I'm gonna do you like Doogie Howser. I'm gonna show you my journey for justice. I already gave you 13 years. Now we're gonna hit the Supreme Courts. Now we got the set. We got everything set. You see me with Congressman Cummings. You see me with Sarbanes. You see me with Pugh. You see me with Hogan. Dog, this is gonna be a very interesting movie because it's interactive and it's live. You see me with Ben Jealous. You see me with Police Commissioner Tuggle. You see me with Commissioner Belfield. You see me with James. You see me with 85% of the richest people and most important people in the state of Maryland. Shorty. You feel me? So we're going to have that conversation. And I'm going to sell this shit to Netflix. Just like y'all did Baltimore to Wire, we're going to do Baltimore Rewired. We're going to highlight all the activism. We're going to show the good in the hood. We're going to show Shelly. We're going to show Kelly. Everybody is doing something positive because this negative that you're showing about us is going to change. The narrative is going to change. You're going to see me shutting down the media. And I'm going to tell them why I'm shutting them down. If you do not rectify the situation where you lied on me, then you have no right to be in my community. Jane Miller, WBAL, if you sat here and said that I was a terrorist, I'm going to terrorize you with the truth. If I see you on the streets, I'm going to shut you down. Shut you down, call the police. Charge me with something. If you lock me up, I'm going to court. Why did you shut him down? Because she lied on me. She lied to the nation on me. Now we're going to tell the truth to the nation about me. You wanted me to be a thug? Dog, I ain't got a problem thugging out. You wanted that 86 Shorty? I ain't got a problem being it. I don't have to put my hands on you. I'm going to put this on you. And it ain't no iPhone. It's just a cell phone. It's cracked and jammed up. But as long as I can click, tap, and send, and put play and live feed you, dog, I'm going to treat you. I'm going to ask you 21 questions and the bitch ain't one. I don't give a fuck who you is. If you ain't got nothing to do with this, stay the fuck out of it. I named who's in it. I got 52 of them. If you ain't one of them 52, stay on the sidelines and put your skirt on. Everybody in Illinois know that I don't ride with no crew or I don't ride with no posse. I got friends, I got whatever. I don't click, I don't whatever. If you about it, you about it. If you not, that's it. I'm a Southside OG for life. I'm in this for life. I got my crown coming for yours. When I might check the room, you see the tension, you see the pressure. When I walk in the room, you can hear that, you can feel the air come out of that shit. Y'all get me in court, we go to the Supreme Court, dog, I'm ready for that. And watch how I treat you. Imagine this, a toilet in the Supreme Court. It's either the Supreme Court or the grand jury. You're going to have to do something with me. But I'm out $2.6 million in lost wages. I am Dred Scott. I want my money. I want my property. I'm not going to stop till I get it. And I don't know nobody in America that will walk away from $2.6 million. I want it all. Put it in a bag. Do the money dance. If I don't get it, I'm going to keep disrespecting you till I do. I'll make more money off of live feeds, podcasts. Netflix might buy this shit. Netflix buy this shit, your ass is done. Showtime, Oxygen, whoever buy this, you done. I've been on Take on America. I've been on the House of Cards. I've been on Divorce Court. Dog, I've been on TV. I'm as real as it get. I learned from the best of them. Yeah, handle your business. See you tomorrow.